Hey guys, praying all this well. I did a video earlier on James Comey, the former FBI director, back in 2016, 2015, when Trump first got into office. He did bad things, and now Kash Patel, the new head of the FBI, and Dan Bongino, the deputy FBI director, are investigating James Comey for what he had done to prevent Trump from becoming president. He tapped the phone of a man that was the incoming president. He did a lot of bad things, and it's all coming to light now. James Comey knew he was in trouble back in 2003, 2002. After the midterms, I'm sure James Comey was like, man, if Trump wins, I'm in trouble. So he went around the mainstream media talking about Trump is a danger. The existential threat. What he was really scared about was that he was gonna face the justice system, which he is. And I'm gonna show you a clip of something that he says. But before that, let me say this. I'm gonna give you an example. I love giving examples. Imagine this. There's a war, right, going on. One side loses the war, right? A year, 2 years later, they do the after report. And they all sit down and they ask the general. It turns out the report says that there was some mistakes. And the general says, yeah, I can see them. What were they? And the general says, well, it was things like logistics. We dropped off supplies and we dropped them off behind the enemy lines. That's a problem. Things like not communicating with the Allies. We dropped bombs and a bunch of them passed away. The friendly fire. And it's like, golly, well, no wonder why you lost the war. If that what was going on this clip, I want you to hear what James Comey says. To some of you, it might not seem like much. But if you hear closely what he says and you understand what it means, you're like, oh. If you made all those mistakes, then you probably broke the law. Ain't no way you make all those mistakes and not break the law. I'm going to let you hear what he says. This is MSNBC. All right. Okay.
Undermines the confidence of a lot of people in law enforcement, which matters. So, as for the Durham report, 300 pages, 4 years investigating the investigators. One of the things that did come out of it was that procedures, regular FBI procedures, were ignored, that steps were missed along the way in this investigation. In fact, Director Wray said when the report came out, yeah, we acknowledged that a couple of years ago, and we've changed all that. Those changes are already in place. Do you acknowledge perhaps that some mistakes were made along the way? Oh, definitely. And they were found 4 years ago by the Inspector General. There was nothing new in this new document. What were some of those mistakes from your point of view? Oh, that the FBI didn't communicate clearly the status of certain sources. They didn't double check certain information before putting it in a court application for a foreign intelligence wiretap, and a bunch of others. And so, do you believe now, as some of these politicians call for defunding of the FBI, that has been corrected, and that now the procedures are in place to avoid those kind of mistakes in the future? I think so. But in complex investigations,
Did you hear that? Those two things that he spoke about, they're not just that minor. It's not like, oh, well, this. No, 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 no. Your sources, your sources is what gives you the information that leads you to make and, to proceed with the investigation. Number two, the warrants he's talking about just ain't any, it's not just a piece of paper or any judge. Those warrants are serious. Part of the major issue, and I'm sure it's going to be getting dealt with, is the FISA court. All it did was become just the rubber stamping. It's like these feds would show up whatever time at this judge's home or whatever. Hey, I got this warrant, rubber stamp. Darn near asking no questions. And they're going after somebody from the camp of the man that's about to become president of the United States of America. And they just rubber stamped him. And this dude is talking that we didn't check our info. Double check the info before going to the FISA court to ask for a warrant. Dude, you're calling it a mistake or they overlooked? Dude, that is part of what shows your intent in your crime. Or the way that you went after the president. It's not no small thing. It's not. It's not like, oh, well, the FISA court. No, no, my friend. No. That's part of the issue right there. And you just want to say so, so calmly. They got videos of that man the last year on CBS, MSNBC, and you hear him and you could hear the desperation in his voice when he says, this man cannot become president. He's a threat. What he was saying was, this dude is gonna indict me if he becomes president again. That's what he was saying. Him, McCabe, Stroke, or whatever that guy's name is. There's a bunch of them. The list goes on and on. And like there's one video he says, the FBI and the Department of Justice, the DOJ, all those lawyers that do lawfare, he knows what time it is. They all do. That's why they freaked out. Now the CIA, then apparently, but that's CNN that said it, so I'll take that for what it's worth. Anyway, Comey, you're in trouble again. All right, guys. God bless and be safe.